27 years.
And you're
Yes.
28 now.
Yes.
Same time as you, yeah.
27.
Really? Yeah.
In October it'll be 27.
Yeah, that's really beautiful.
Thank you.
What was, if I could ask you, what was this shift for you that that you went from, that idea of the music that they play is very roaring and wonderful and raucous sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
What brought it down for you that said this can be meditative? I'm sure you've done it before, but consciously maybe.
Well, a lot of different things, but honestly, long before thinking about meditation, there's a lot of classical music that's very meditative, and I was thinking about it earlier in class when we were talking about the Indian musicians that play music for certain times of the day. And Pablo Casals always started the day with Bach. And Bach is, to me, very similar to a lot of Indian music. And so I think that there's not ever been a shift, but it's always a mood as much. In terms of it, I haven't abandoned wanting to play rock styles. I just have different sides of myself that need to be nurtured as well. And I feel like I'm just getting back in tune with it, but I had been ignoring it for a while. But it's always been there. But, Bach is... it's got a lot of activity, but it's also very meditative as well. And in fact, what I just played is inspired by wonderful Indian musicians as well as Bach. And a motif in Bach that I just love is in one of his sonatas for cello. And so it's just being in tune with it more than all of a sudden deciding, if that makes sense, instead of just not feeding that part, like you're saying.
Right. That makes sense.
That right there sounded almost like what the Beatles did.
Absolutely.
The Beatles straight out of the
It is.
Right.
Amazing.
Right.
Well, that's George Martin.
Yeah.
What is it when you are playing your rock music versus, and I call it rock, just
Yeah. It's a fusion style.
a fusion style,
Mhm.
yeah. The difference that you feel in doing it versus when you just played what you played, the meditation, how does it affect you differently?
My heart rate is faster. I have more of like an electric feeling in my body when I'm playing the faster, more active things. Usually there's some sort of like beat going on with it, so that is also a driving force inside. So it requires a lot more energy from me, but it also has a lot more energy that is then produced that's, vibratory in its own way. But then when I'm doing this, I feel more centered and definitely more calm, and physically deeper breathing is occurring.
Can you tell me, with the cello, say the strings, we see the pattern that's into the wood. So the wood makes a difference as to the type of sound that comes out.
Yes, and the instrument itself has different kinds of wood. This is maple, called flanked maple, and sometimes that's walnut or different things. But yeah, and then this is a spruce top, and
And does the depth of how wide it is that create a different kind of sound also?
yes.
Or are they always that type of thickness?
Yes, actually, it does create a difference. Makers try to find the balance between having it shaved down enough that it's really alive immediately, and having it then a couple years later cave in, because there's a lot of weight pressure on the cello. So vibration wakes up an instrument like this, and I think it would apply to all of anything that's vibrating, including ourselves. Like chanting would wake us up, or playing the bowls would wake us up, but these come into their peak about 100 years after they've been made. So the string instruments do, the cellos and violins, and that's why the Stradivarius is, I think it was $40 million for the last one. Kind of crazy. So,
So it's the same thing, when you first got your cello, did it take you a little while? Did you play it and go, I don't like this cello, I don't like the sound?
Not this particular one, because the high quality instruments, they have energy, just like a high quality bowl has an energy. But it does have what we call green. We call it a green sound when it's a new instrument, because it probably could be wood. And usually the bass is an area that is the most obvious, and then we have these areas right here where we have what's called a wolf, and it tends to be worse when an instrument is new and kind of start to get more centered, but yet more expansive and spoke. So
Thank you, thank you.
I was
thank
happy
you.
to share with everyone. I just thought I'd share another vibration with you.
Right. Thank you so
All
much.
of this music also that John and I are doing for sound healing is available for download for free. And it's on John's website, sonicyogi.com.
Do we have some, do y'all have some cards for everybody?
The
Jen
Sonic
actually
Yogi.
recorded that tune that she just played,
Mhm.
so people can download it for free.
Very good.
You have some
What we're
blocks
going-
of too, 'cause that'll get nice.
We'll also put that information on our Facebook page, and also we're going to be putting out an email later, or a newsletter later, and we'll put that information there for you.
Right.
I want to thank you for doing that.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, thank you, thank you, Connie.